women are Durga or goddess in the form of a human. You must be wondering why I'm saying this. Because I think women can take care of everything with so much perfection and grace that I don't think anybody can do it in such a manner. Be it the outside world or the inside world of a woman, she can manage everything with a smile on her face and also with great acumen that everything remains in its place. You would agree with me, because if the world has to be imagined without a woman, it will come to a stop. It will come to an halt and everything will shatter. Both create the balance, of course, but women are an integral part of the society because they take care of the household, the outside world, of managing many things in the office, and then coming back to the home and taking care of the family, of the children, and everything, including herself. And still she remains graceful and runs the house so well. So the poetry that I'm going to read today is something about that. I would be talking about, through my poem, the role of an Indian woman and why I'm calling them goddesses. Not only the goddesses, but goddesses of the kitchen, because kitchen is something that is the heart of the house and also becomes an important part of every woman's life. So let's listen to this poem, and then I will tell you later that why I have chosen to read this poem today, Indian Goddesses of the Kitchen, from my published collection, my second poetry book, Terracotta Dreams. It is available on Amazon. But this poem today I'm reading is for some other reason, which I will tell you in the end of the video. So stay with me and listen to it and enjoy. But before I start, I would really like to request you that please subscribe to my channel and enjoy the part of this literary journey that I've started, where I'm going to read out many poems, stories. I'm going to do reviews of books or maybe sometimes of movies. So this is the poem Indian Goddesses of the Kitchen. So here I start. That place is their second home, where most hours of their lives are spent. Yes, there's a small temple which isn't visited by the horde, but the goddesses live there. It's most often filled with smoke, the overpowering smells of spices and herbs that stays on their hands even when they're done with their making of varied victuals. But how much their lovers scrub their faces and nose while being passionate towards their lady love. Alas, that stubborn culprit stays long. That smell of garlic and pungent herbs remaining still fresh on their hands and ordinary clothes often becomes the reason for spoiling romance. And again with dawn the goddesses awake, entering into their temple, awakening the steel utensils with clamming sounds, and when she begins making the paste of spice over the brawny chest of the grindstone, and her delicate hands rolls the spherical stone, crushing few chilies and cloves, it seems she crushes all her emotions of her melancholic heart and gets the paste of love, for the grindstone's love for his goddess comes out as she smiles in solace, collecting the spice from its rock body. Its chest then swells in pride, for it remains the clandestine lover of hers. Soon then the smell of the oil burning in the pan fills into the nostrils of the inmates as they hide their sleepy faces beneath the pillows, and silently cursing the goddess for the chaos in that small, hot and murky place called the kitchen. And then the whoopish sound, the tempering of bay and curry leaves mixed with asafoetida, tells her benign presence into that smoky temple where season's effects are the most. Summer makes them prettier with drops of sweat sitting gracefully like pearls of salt on their forehead, which she carefully wipes now and then with one end of her sari that stays tucked to her waist. A serpent-like braid moves along with her elegant pelvic moves. But she is not the one to seduce thy lust. Oh, she is busy to create those divine delicacies to make their appetites roar, hoping to make way into the hearts of their men. How naive! She's doing it day every night's all, still trying to find the way to rule thy hearts. But a twisted, discontented face she gets all in the end. Even if there's a pinch of salt less or more, if the red chili has made the color more crimson, the goddesses have to listen to the incessant complaints, and yet she manages to smile. In the mid of that mayhem, knowing that another day is going to be a struggle, to make that perfect platter that will erase all the downbeat thoughts from their lover's mind. Poor thing, even the slumber of these goddesses are filled with the nightmares of hollow boxes of supplies and that challenging question which evermore sits on their heads like the Asura whom once goddess Durga annihilated. But now he has taken disguise in the form of that abiding question. What to make today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow? These goddesses, yet in the midst of the chaos, often think while cooking, oh, that wedding function is near, a birthday ceremony is approaching. Oh my God, what will I wear? And in between, her vegan pot kept on low flame, she inquests into her wardrobe, flipping and turning few saris. Now the Indian goddesses have the most critical thing in her mind. During her respite from the kitchen, she has to look beautiful. And when the day comes, her hands, which had ruined myriad nights of lovemaking and seldom that romantic mood of their lovers, but tonight she paints them in color. She wears her much worn silk sari. Even the jasmines take pride in days those when she adorned them on her neat chignon. Yes, she knows when to be the queen. Yes, she looks beautiful. The goddess then roams amid many of her kind. They all might be the slaves in their kitchen, but when outside they are the perfect mistress of their men. Albeit reaching home, she shall again jig into those ordinary crumpled clothes. No matter how messed up she stays, her dwelling remains neat. She changes the sheet, but again her story from next day begins into that kitchen, where turmeric will ruin her beautiful painted nails. Some will even crack, but she won't bother. She finds solace in her little kitchenette, and how much she does it find, the belly of their men would tell. She will always be that gorgeous mistress outside without letting the world know. Her demeanor will be like an elite woman who does no chores and has servants around. The Indian wives know it all. They are the goddesses of the kitchen. Undeniably, the best aromas rise from their kitchens when they are fully awakened. As much they are the figurine of covetousness into the eyes of their men. Yes, such Indian goddesses do exist. So this was my poem, Indian Goddesses of the Kitchen, from the book Terracotta Dreams, and this is going to be part of my Facebook page, Mona Lisa's Talk Show, and also on my YouTube channel. And this is my video poetry book that I have started compiling through my channel. So I'm going to read many poems, some published, some unpublished. The unpublished ones are also getting compiled for a new book. So I would be so happy if you subscribe to my channel and be part of my literary and poetic journey. And when the book comes out, I'll be happy to share the news with you, and will look forward that you will support and pick the copy. So I'm creating that buzz, I'm generating that buzz from the beginning. This is amazing journey that I've started. I'm also a poet by heart and an author now by profession and also a publisher by profession, and I have a recently published novel that has come out from my own publishing house, The Red Ganges Rakta Ganga, which is available on Amazon. Now let me come to the part where I've told you that why I have made this video and chosen the poem Indian Goddesses of the Kitchen. So the reason for making this video is to tell you and inform you about this new submission that has started from my Facebook group Chrysanthemum Chronicles. This is also the publishing house, and submissions are going on, and the theme is poems from the kitchen. So you can write on anything that entices you from the kitchen. It can be anything, spices, utensils, or even something creative from your own mind. So the submission guideline is already out through the website and also on the group page and also on my timeline. So find out the guidelines and start submitting your pieces. The deadline is till 5th March 2024, and this poetry reading is for this reason only, to urge you and to inspire you that you can also write something on the kitchen. This is since my published piece. I'm going to write a new poem for the new anthology project, and I'm hoping many of you will come forward and support and participate. So looking forward to your submission, and do subscribe to my channel. I'm Mona Lisa Joshi, founder and director of Chrysanthemum Chronicles, a contemporary publishing house that I run from New Delhi. So bye everyone, take care, namaste.